Welcome to our video on how to use your Instant Pot as a pressure cooker. Your Instant Pot pressure cooker is a state-of-the-art electric pressure cooker and offers a safe and convenient way to take advantage of all the benefits of pressure cooking without any of the risks. That's why Instant Pot is now the #1 electric pressure cooker in North America. In this video, we will cover the use of 7 pre-programmed functions, including soup, poultry, meat and stews, beans and chili, rice, multigrain, and congee settings. We will also cover the use of manual pressure cooking. This video does not include directions for using the saute, slow cook, and steam features. These functions have their own video that you can select from the list of videos on our website. There are basically 3 variables that can affect the results of your pressure cooking. These variables are number 1, pressure strength, number 2, heat intensity, and number 3, length of time. Instant Pot was designed to offer the easiest of operation, and that is why the only variable that you will need to adjust is time. The advanced microprocessor chip in your Instant Pot will take care of the pressure strength and heat intensity for each function automatically, leaving you with only the length of time to adjust to your preferences or situation. In fact, even the time has been programmed into each function for 3 of the most common situations, but you may need to adjust for taste and other variables. This will be the main focus of this video. First, let's review the startup factors that are common to all function keys. Number 1, know or decide before you start to cook how much time that would be appropriate for what you're cooking. There are 3 resources that you can use to help you determine the amount of time. First, of course, is if you're following a recipe, just use the time indicated in the recipe. Now, as a side note, many pressure cooker recipes call for cooking at 15 psi. An Instant Pot operates at 10.15 to 11.6 psi. All you need to do to adjust for slightly lower operating pressure of your Instant Pot is to add 7 to 15% to the recommended time in the recipe. Now, the second source to find how long you should set your time for is the booklet that came with your Instant Pot called Pressure Cooking Recipe. And the third, and in my opinion the best, is the section on our website at instantpot.com called Cooking Time. Number 2, make sure that everything on your lid is ready to go. That includes A, the sealing ring is clean and properly installed. B, make sure that the float valve is clean and easily able to go up and down. And C, make sure that your steam release handle is clean and pointing to the sealing position. For more information on all 3 of these parts of your Instant Pot, please see the list of videos on our website. Number 3, fill your inner pot with all the ingredients you want to cook and then place it in the cooker base. Number 4, place the lid on and turn it clockwise to the locked position. Number 5, plug the unit in. You should hear a beep when you plug it in. And finally, number 6, press the button for the program that is appropriate for what you're cooking. Now, here's a side note. The information we're about to discuss does not apply to the rice program. The rice program is fully automatic and requires no adjustments. When you first press the rice function key, you will see the number 10. But that is not the actual amount of time your pressure cooker will cook the rice. The pressure cooking time for the rice feature will only show up after the preheat cycle and the unit goes into the pressure cooking mode, and it will be adjusted based on how much you have put into the pot. Pretty smart, huh? With the rice program, you simply push the rice key and walk away. For all other cooking cycles, you will want to press the button for the program that is appropriate for what you're cooking. So, for example, if you're cooking chicken, you would push poultry. If you're cooking beef, pork, or any kind of meat, you would push meat, stew, and so forth. Once you've chosen your program key, your Instant Pot will automatically display the most common or popular cooking time for that kind of food. Directly below the numbered display, you will also notice that the light is on for normal. At this point, you will need to decide whether the indicated time is the amount of time that you need based on the cooking time that you determined in number 1 of these instructions. If it is not, then there's 2 ways that you can adjust the time. The first way is to use the plus or minus keys to set the exact time you need. You can also press and hold these plus or minus keys to get the numbers to change faster. The second way is to press the adjust key repeatedly to jump between less, normal, and more on the display. These 3 preset time settings are the 3 most common settings for each program. These time adjustments must be made within 10 seconds of pushing the program key. Once the time setting is exactly what you want it to be, you can just walk away, and within 10 seconds you will hear some beeps and the display will say on, indicating that your Instant Pot has now gone into the preheat mode. Now, depending on what you're cooking and how much food you are cooking, this preheat cycle can last from 10 to 20 minutes, or even as much as 30 minutes if your food is frozen. Once your pot is getting close to reaching its optimum temperature and pressure, you will see steam coming out of the float valve and or steam release handle. This steam will continue to come out for 30 seconds to 2 minutes, depending again on what you're cooking. Then, at a certain point, your float valve will pop up and seal itself. Please note, the float valve popping up may not be obviously visible from the outside, but the steam will stop coming out. Lastly, a couple of minutes after the float valve has sealed the pot, you will see the countdown begin on the digital display. As a side note, if you see steam coming out of your pressure cooker during the cooking operation, please don't panic. Traces of steam coming out of the steam release handle during pressure cooking is perfectly normal. In addition, when cooking with small quantities, your pressure release valve may also release some steam for a minute or two now and then, even during the cooking process. This is perfectly normal and is actually telling you that the safety feature of the steam release handle is working to keep the pressure in your pot down below 15 psi. Please don't worry. This pot will not explode like older stovetop pressure cookers because it has 10 safety features that will keep it from doing so. Once the time is up for your cooking cycle, your Instant Pot will beep several times and will automatically go into the keep warm mode in case you are doing something else at the time. The keep warm mode will stay on for up to 8 hours, so there's no rush to get into your pot when the cooking cycle is over. The last step in using your Instant Pot as a pressure cooker is to make sure that the pot has depressurized before opening the pot. You have two options when it comes to depressurizing your Instant Pot. One is that you can let it depressurize naturally. This usually takes between 10 to 20 minutes depending on how much food is in the pot. It will depressurize on its own even if you leave it on the keep warm cycle. Now, putting a wet towel soaked in cold water on the metal part of the lid will cool down the pot much faster. If you need to get into your pot quickly after cooking is finished, you can turn the steam release handle to either venting positions, either to the right or to the left. This is called the quick release method. Please make sure that you are using a cooking mitt or towel to perform this operation, as the steam that will be coming out is very hot. Please note, do not perform quick release when using the congee program or any other sticky foods, as this will cause the food to squirt out of the steam release features of the lid. Also, please note that your Instant Pot comes with a safety feature that will not allow you to remove the lid if there's still too much pressure in the pot. Once the lid is off, you're ready to eat. So, bon appetit! That's about all there is to pressure cooking with your Instant Pot. However, here is a little bit more information to show you how to use the manual feature. You can actually bypass all of the programs and settings that we've talked about in this video by using the manual feature of your Instant Pot. Simply follow the same preparation procedures, steps 1 through 5, as we've already mentioned, until you come to step 6, which is choosing a cooking program or mode. When using the manual feature, simply press the manual key and then within 10 seconds press the plus or minus keys to adjust the time to the exact time that you desire, and then just walk away. Your Instant Pot will do the rest. Please note, the maximum pressure cooking time that can be set is 120 minutes. That's all the information we have for you for this video on how to use your Instant Pot as a pressure cooker.